everybody doing? Are we live? I think we are. Just getting the little blue light spinning, so I'm not, there we go. Okay. I'm just going to put my link in here for you guys. And pin it. Alrighty then. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Okay, so I'm working on this console. So I'm going to show y'all a little bit of Dixie Dirt and Easy Peasy Wax, which is something I've not done before. This is the first time for me, so it should be fun. If you do not know me, my name is Michaela Lekas. Hi, Jason. I am a Dixie Belle Premier Retailer in actually my paint's in Orange Park, but I'm from Middleburg, Florida. And then I have a second location at Junk in the Trunk in Fleming Island. So we're going to use some Dixie Dirt. I'm really digging it. I like it. I've used it a couple times, just very, just a little bit, but not a lot. And so for this piece, I started to just go simple, just plain white, and I can't do it. Just can't do it. I don't know why, I just can't. Okay, so let me pull this up on my phone so I can see comments, because I won't be able to see comments I got paint on my thumb, so my phone doesn't want to work. All right, there we go. Let me just pull it up, because I can't see comments on the computer for some reason. It doesn't work. I don't know why. Okay, so let me pull it up real quick. It should be on here. There's a little bit of a delay, but I should have it by now. Scroll. There we go. Okay, here we go. Hi, Sherry. See, now I know. So if you're on, please say hello. If you've never been on my page before, say hi. There's no strangers here. We like to get to know each other. I like to know what projects that you're working on. I like to know if there's anything that you would like to learn how to do so that we can plan those for future lives. I haven't been live in a few days. It's been a crazy couple days. But we're going to do this. And I want to show you first what I did here. I'll just bring you to it instead of bringing it to you. Oh, first, let me show you this. Okay. Hang on. So I did a faux wood finish on this. What do y'all think of that? How do you like that? I kind of like it. I wasn't real sure, but I'm liking it. Now remember, this piece was the piece that I had to put slick stick on because it was just a Formica kind of look. But I like the way it looks. I used the wood graining tool for it. And so I'm really happy with the way it looks. Okay, so here's where I use the Dixie Dirt, right in here. And what I like about it is just a shadow. It's a very soft look. It's much softer than wax or glaze. And it's very subtle. And you can actually make it darker or lighter depending on the look that you're going for. But it was just what I wanted. I still haven't decided if I'm going to use the original hardware on this. But I'm really liking it, and it's nice and smooth. The Easy Peasy Wax is nice and smooth. And then once this is dry, it's dry now. I can go over this with gator hide or a clear coat. Thanks, Sherry, to give it the long-term protection. Even though the Easy Peasy Wax is a protective coating and it's very durable, it does have to be reapplied for durability. But I'm basically just using it for a means of applying the dirt. Okay, so let me pull this around here. Ugh. It's not that heavy, but I have the stuff that I bought to go underneath everything. Ouch. And I'm not sure about it. I think I might have to glue it together or something. Okay. So this is what we're going to work on right now. And I just kind of came up with, I've seen people put it on and stuff. I started just spraying it, but I ended up putting a little bit on I'm using a French tip to do this. But first, so I painted this in fluff, which I have never painted with fluff before because it's just so white. So this has got 2 coats of slick stick and 2 coats of fluff with a little touch-up just here and there where it didn't have full coverage. So I'm just going to use this very well-used Dixie Belle sponge. This is, when you get these new, they're 220 grit. but this one is probably more like a 400 because I've used it so much. But these are great. You can even wash them. If you say I use this with like antebellum blue and I wanted to use it on here, I would want to give it a wash. It's a good idea. They're so inexpensive that it's a good idea maybe to have one for dark colors, one for light colors, and maybe one for blues, just because they, but I'm just going to go over this just very lightly. And when you go over it, that's all you have to do, and it basically just turns it into butter. It just gives the paint a perfectly smooth surface. Okay, and there's very little dust on here because it's not like I'm sanding it a lot. I'm just just smoothing it out some. And then I'm going to use my Easy Peasy wax, and this is almost gone. I just ordered me some more today. But with the Easy Peasy wax, you really want to shake it. You want to shake it up because all the good stuff is in the bottom. Okay, because it's water-based. The waxes and stuff will go to the top, the water goes to the bottom, and then, other way around. The waxes go to the bottom, the water goes to the top. So you don't want it to be too concentrated. So you want to mix everything up until it's well mixed. Okay, and the color that I'm using is earth. Okay, so this is earth, and this is the first time using earth, but I've used the black before, but look at this. So it's just see, this is my problem with my eyes. I can't see what y'all are seeing, but see, this is just a really pretty grayish brown. And then, of course, this is the custom brown that I made. In a prior video, you can see where I made this. And then the top I did with the graining tool, and I used the brown voodoo wax. I used the white voodoo, not voodoo wax, voodoo gel stain. Duh. So I used the white and the brown, and then I used a little bit of black caviar paint because I didn't have any leftovers I've already used all my voodoo black. But with the caviar, what I did was I basically painted it on and wiped it off just to give it some more shadow and stuff. But I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I have not top coated it yet, and that's why it looks really dull. But once I do, oh my gosh, I think it's going to really look really good. Okay, so this is my dirt, and what I'm going to do, so there's two ways that you can do this, and I'll go ahead and do them both ways. Let me see, let me grab some paper towels real quick. There's always something that I forget, always something. Okay, just in case. So there's two ways that I did this the other day. So the first thing I did was I went ahead and sprayed it on, okay, just a little. And then I just waited just a second or two. How's everybody doing? How's the weather? Here it looks like it's going to rain. And then I just gently just wipe back any excess. Okay, very gently. And then I went into, this is the first time I did. I'm showing y'all how I started out doing it and then the process that I actually liked better. So the first thing I did was I just went in. Let me actually work out of the lid so I don't get it everywhere. So I put it on my little French tip and then just start pouncing it in there. And can you see? I tried to bring the camera in closer earlier, but the sun, the lighting wasn't that good. So maybe it'll work now. Y'all let me know if you can see good enough. So if you look at it, you can see, let me use my left hand, how soft it is. Do you see that? It makes just a very nice, soft shadow. And I'm just going to grab a little bit more. And I'm going to come down, and I don't want this to be overdone. And as you can see with the Easy Peasy wax, it doesn't, it's not as tacky as the clear wax. And so when I was doing it, I decided what I liked better. So that works. But see how I'm getting here now? It's already starting to be dry, too dry. And see, it's not really, oops, you can't see it all. Look at that. Not better back yet. Dang it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find the best angle for you. So you see how it's not really, it's almost like you have to work in very small sections. So what I did was, I just give my brush a light spritz. It has to be in front of the spritz to get spritzed. Very lightly. Now it's going to be a little bit wetter when I go on, and you can see how it's darker. Do you see how that's darker? But if you keep working it, and just keep working it, and I'm going to show you some mistakes that I've made too. So, you know, that's what I like to do, is show you what I did wrong. Not necessarily wrong, but ways of fixing what you're doing. But the more you rub it, the softer it gets. Okay? And so you can go as dark or as light as you want. Now, if you get too much, so like right in here, I don't want it to go quite out. Oops, got it on my finger. I don't want it to go quite out as far as that, because I'm really just going for just edge detail on this piece. I'm going to take my little paper towel and very lightly, oops, I am really batting 1,000 here, guys. I'm just going to lightly put it on there, and then I can just erase it. Okay? So this is just one way of getting it on and then taking a little bit of it off. And you can take as much or as little, and then you can go back over it if you want to add some. But I just wanted a subtle shadow there. Okay, but I do want it to come up all the way. And so what I did on the front, I'm gonna spritz it just a little bit. I keep missing it. I shoot a gun better than I shoot easy peasy wax, I promise. I'm shoot pretty straight, but I'm not doing very good with the wax. So I'm just going to tap it off, and then I'm going to come in here and very lightly hit this edge. And you see how it's darkening up that edge just a little bit? Can you see the difference? I know there's a little bit of a shadow there, but my sunlight went away. But this very subtle shading right in here. And I really like the control that I have with this, with just the very subtle shadowing. I really like it. So that's that corner. Now I'm going to come up. I'm going to come down here and do this edge here. Okay, so again, we're going to give it, I'm going to shake it up again, because that's one thing about the Easy Peasy wax is it settles because the waxes are so heavy. So you really want to give it a shake every now and then while you're using it. And then we're going to hit it right on this time. So now I'm going to go on my lid and just lightly tap it and then dust it off a little bit, kind of like when you're doing your blush or something. And I'm going to come in here and just and also if you take it like this, it'll hit that edge, and just you kind of have to imagine, like, you know, where would it age, you know, all of your profiles are what's going to be naturally aged better. So I'm going to put a little bit more on here, just until I like the way it looks. What projects is everybody working on? Y'all are so quiet tonight. Okay. Now, that's very subtle. Let me bring the camera in just a little bit so you can see. But you can see how it's just a shadow. And then, of course, you can see it much better if I bring you on this edge here. Okay, so now I'm going to work over here. It's just a different technique to get your shadows. I'm just adding a little bit more to my top here. I know there's an accident waiting to happen here. Okay, so I'm just going to spritz it again. Let's see if we can aim better this time. Okay. See, I almost spilled it. I told you. I told you. My husband says I'm a bull in a china shop. Tammy, welcome. Hi, Virginia. Okay, so we're going to take it and we're just going to go across. And you see how it's, let me see, this shade, this shadow is just not helping me at all here. But I don't know if y'all can see this one. It's good. But let's see. Please set it down. I'm having trouble with my lighting today. Seems to happen a lot. Okay. And I'm pressing down pretty good because, like I said, the more you work it, the softer the look you're going to get. And there, you don't need to see my messy room. I've been working on quite a few projects, so this room is a nightmare. Okay. My nephew came in here and goes, this room looks smaller than it usually does. I was like, that's because it's full. Hi, Camille. Hello, hello. Okay, so I'm giving another, so for you that just came in, I'm using my French tip. It's a natural bristle brush. Ooh, Sherry, look at you. Isn't that fun though, to make molds to fix stuff? I love fixing stuff. I would love to have been like on the MacGyver show. I think I would have been really good at it. Okay, so I spritzed my brush. I've tapped it off into my dirt, and now I'm going to get this corner and see how much darker this is. Hi, Camille. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and I'm going to work it in. Work it into that corner. Now see how much darker I got that one? But I'm going to keep working it and softening it up. And if I get it too dark, actually I'm kind of liking it. I like it a little, it's almost a little bit too dark for me. I might erase some of it, but I might go back and make that one a little bit darker. I like how this edge gets dark. You see that? It's kind of like a line on here. And I just like it because to me it kind of defines the piece a little bit more. This piece is very simple, straight lines. And I didn't really add anything, I'm not adding anything to it. I might do a transfer. I'm going to show you all that in a minute. Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to take a little bit back off, just a smidge. Just to show you how easy it is. And all I did was I just put a little bit of the wax onto my paper towel. You see how easy that's coming off? And you can just take off until it's the way you want it to look. I'm going to come down here. And I can actually sand some of this too. I'll show you. It kind of gives it a little bit different of a look when you sand it. Let me show you. See how, since I know y'all are having a hard time seeing that. Of course, I can't see because of my glasses. So, like, I have to look at my computer from it's way down there. And I can't see it. So y'all might be able to see actually better than I do. So you can sand it back if you want, and that gives you a little bit different look. See how it kind of gives you a little bit more variation in the color, or you can go back. And I'm just showing you different ways that you can do this to get different looks. Don't be afraid to use your tools and play with it, because that's what I was doing. I mean, this is the first time I've used it on a flat area. Most of the time I used it for just like little cracks and crevices, but I wanted to give this piece a little bit more definition. And also, you can use clear wax, the paste wax, to do this. And you can also use it to erase. The clear wax is thicker. So I'm digging that. They're a lot more equal now. So I'm going to move down the piece here. I'm hoping I'm not in y'all's way. If y'all need me to move or do something different, just let me know. Okay, so I'm going to give it another little shake. There's not much left in here, so it don't have to be shook too much. And what I like about the Easy Peasy wax is it really gives a smooth finish. It's it's the easiest top coat to use, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to just start smishing it in there. You see that? I'm going to work it in the corner, and the more I work it, the softer it's going to get. You see that? I really like this color too. I think it goes really good with the brown top. And it's just enough to define the edges here. You know, some people like the really clean look. I know that the clean look sells really good and everything, but I like to create different looks. So, and I like to learn how to use the products because I want to be able to know how to use them in order to, you know, sell them. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more to this corner in the crack right here to kind of look more like that one. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about any of the products that I'm using if you're just popping in? Okay, so I'm going to go back down in here and I'm just going to smush it in there a little bit more so it's more in the crack. And I'm going to darken it up and smooth it out. And just like that. Now again, I'm going to come back and just erase a little bit on this edge right here. Let me bring y'all down just a little bit. This is just a little bit too far out. Oh, thank you so much, Camille. Okay, so I just lost video on my computer. I hope y'all can still see me. But this seems to happen a lot. So now I'm on a delay. And I can only see you on my phone. So I know that it's still playing because I can see it on I can see the delay on my phone, but it's not in real time anymore. Facebook just likes to keep me guessing. I am so glad that the color guide has been beneficial to you, Camille. I've gotten so much good feedback from it. Okay, so I'm liking that. I just had a little smudge there, so I'm just going to clean that up. Okay, so I like that. And now I'm going to come down, and because I'm on a delay, I can't tell if y'all can see, but I'll wait as soon as the delay comes through, I'll be able to tell. I don't know why this is doing this. Let me see, hang on. It's just not working. Okay, that's all right. Thank you so much, Camille. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the cracks down here. I'm hoping y'all can see it because I can't see what you're doing. I can't see what you see yet. I'm spraying it again. I'm just going to keep working. And then y'all can let me know if I need to bring the camera down some. If I need to bring the camera down some, just let me know. Use my left hand. I got a little bit too much wax on that one, so I'm just going to bring it out a little bit further. And this, I don't know if I did not seal this paint beforehand, okay? It is raw paint. And so, you know, it does grab the color. But I like to do things both ways. So I'll do this one on raw paint, and then maybe on the doors, I'll seal one of them or something and see what the difference is. But because I like to see the different ways of it working. Okay, so I can see kind of what y'all are seeing on that delay. I'm going to move you this way. Maybe I'll move you down some. Try not to make y'all too dizzy. Let me know if that's not good. So I'm going to do this crack here, and then I'm going to show you guys what I'm thinking about doing on the doors. I'm just watching the delay to see if y'all can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So I'm going in to this crack. And I'm softening it up. And I'm going to hit the edge here, which I didn't do over there, but I will. Just like that. I just like the definition that this gives. It just gives it a little bit more to look at, you know? Okay. All right. So I see it's just very simple. It's just a very simple look, but it's, to me, it's a little bit more, got a little bit more character than just plain white. But I would still consider it white. Okay, so this is going to be tricky because the video is not on, so I'm going to try and show y'all. Okay. All right. So let me show you one of the doors. They're dirty still. I don't have this. So I taped them out, and I just took them off and did a quick second coat on the doors. And so what I'll probably do on these, so this goes in here like this. After it's cleaned up, the one thing I was disappointed in is I couldn't get this back piece off. I unscrewed the whole thing, and it is glued in. So if I tried to take these off, I got one of them off, one of these edges off, but I almost broke it. So it's not, you know, it's not real good wood, and so that's the only thing that I don't like, is that this brown is showing on the inside, and so, and it looks like I've missed a spot there, so it's probably good that I'm looking at it. But it'll be okay. What I'm thinking of is I might, let me see if that will stay there. That's going to stay. I'm thinking about maybe doing a little white birdie. And y'all tell me what you think. Let me put the lid on this dirt because I'm thinking this is going to be an accident waiting to happen. Okay, and you can see on here where I did the dirt here and here, and there's a little bit more on the top, and it's as smooth as can be. It's so smooth. This is not, because I haven't sanded that yet, but this is so, I wish I could feel it. It's so smooth. But what I'm thinking is maybe taking one of these little white birds and maybe putting a bird in the window, maybe one over here, and maybe one on the other one. What do y'all think about that? I would love your opinion. And then I also have black ones. I have a few black ones left in here. Let's see, is this the one? This isn't any video on that one. I have blackbirds that, let me pull this out so I don't break it, that I could, the only thing is they are black. I'm not sure what. And if you're watching on the replay, I want your opinion too, because nothing's going to be happening here overnight, trust me. But maybe, since we're maybe do one little bird on the window there, and then I was thinking maybe doing a bird, not both of them, I don't think, although, I mean, it does fit perfectly in there. Do you see that? What do y'all think? Should I not do the bird in the front and just do the bird, although I don't think I have, let me see if I have more than one blackbird. I thought I did. Hang on. Nope. So we can't do that. So I like things to be at least semi-even. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe do this little guy. Just this little guy here in the corner. And maybe this little guy on the other side, maybe in the top. And I mean, it looks similar to what it already looks like, but I think it might be kind of cute. Just something very simple, but to give it a little bit more character. Anyway, I welcome any opinions, good or bad. Constructive criticism is always welcome. Constructive is the operative word. We don't allow bullies on my page. All bullies get blocked and banned. I don't tolerate meanness. And there's a lot of it out there on the internet. So, y'all give me your opinions. I'm still on a delay here, so I'm hoping that you can see me. Hi, I don't know, maybe. I'll wait and see. But, so I encourage you to try the dirt. I know that there are other ways of using it. I know a lot of people will use it. So if you have a mold and you've already used wax in the recesses to give the mold some depth, you can still use blackbird bottom shelf at the front. It might fit. She wouldn't want the same on both sides. You can't, but see, the thing is you can't see both sides at the same time. So, you know, you might walk from side to side 6 times and be like, yeah, it looks okay. I don't know. Blackbird bottom shelf at the front. Samantha, what do you mean? You mean on the drawers? I'm not sure if the birds will fit on the, well, I guess they probably will. What do I do with it? I'm just reading the comments. So when you're doing like a mold and you've already got wax in the cracks, you can soften that up with dirt. So that's how I've used it before. This is the first time I've used the dirt just by itself on like the flatter surfaces. I've used it in the recesses of a mold, so, or, you know, anything ornate. Oh, on the inside, Samantha. So, oh, you mean on the bottom. That's a good idea. You mean on the bottom, like the bottom shelf, like a little bird on the right? That's a good idea. Okay, so now, and I like that this has got the white backing on it because I can cut it to size and then I can move it around, and that way I get a true look. Because a lot of times when you use the transfers, if you're using them on color, it's hard to tell what it's going to look like because once you peel this back and you lay it on something, it's stuck. So sometimes I'll put it, you know, and I'll place it up on the piece. And I have to be careful, but I'm such a visual person that I can't just say, oh, yeah, that'll look good. I have to, yes, okay. I like that idea, Samantha. I'm going to have to That's true. So the sides may not be seen depending on where it sits. I like that idea. Because most people probably won't junk up the bottom of this anyway. They might put a VCR or something in the middle, but maybe a little birdie on the corner. I'm going to play with it, but I'll definitely, once I decide, I'll probably do a live. So I'm probably going to finish the dirt tonight because I finished painting well, I thought I finished painting it, but I saw I'm missing spots. But I'll probably go ahead and dirt up the doors and put them back on. And I have to paint the backs of them because I didn't do that yet. This is not painted. I'm still just irked by the fact that I couldn't get this glass off. And don't think I didn't try. I really did try. But I think that it was either going to come down to breaking the glass or breaking the wood. And I don't want to spend the time cutting out a new piece of this. I don't want to do it. The other option would be to paint the glass on the back. What do y'all think of that? What do y'all think? Does this look yucky? So the door will go on, the door's on here, and you open it up to put something in, and this is the crap you're going to see. Sorry about my language. Put to side, then decor that can be played. There you go. Awesome. I'm so glad. Samantha's going to use the dirt. So, I don't know. I wish that I could have gotten this off. I don't know how irritated I was when I couldn't get it off. This piece is by Pier 1, so it's, it's solid construction. I mean, it's really well made, but it's not wood. It's something else. It's some kind of a hybrid. Clear glass, okay. So, how can I make this look good? I could, what do you think about taping it off very carefully and just painting the fluff on there? You wouldn't see it from the end, you wouldn't see it from this side, you wouldn't see the paint. But when you opened it, you wouldn't be having this nasty, because there's no way for me to clean up underneath here. That paint is there to stay. I know, Samantha, I know the door will be shut mostly, but I'm the kind of person that I'll open the door and I'll be like, "Argh!" Every time I look at it, I would be like, oh, I wish that I could have made that look nice. Of course, this will be painted. This will look nice. I don't know. I'll have to think on it. I can always, you know what I could do? I know that might be all right. I don't know. I could, because paint comes off pretty easy. I won't use slick stick on it. I could paint it, see what it looks like. If I like it, I could leave it to cure. If I don't, I can scrape it off with a scraper. I don't know. Yeah, I know, me too. And look at this. So paint one section white behind. Paint one section white behind for transfer. Yeah, I could do that. But look what I just noticed. There's actually painter's tape back here. And I don't even have OCD, guys. Like, I am not OCD by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm very anal about my work. Like, it's got to look good. Slick stick and then painting behind the trim would look fine, I think. Okay, Jason. So that's what we're going to try. I'm going to tape it off really well. I'm going to be very careful. Not like a bull in a china shop. I'm going to slick stick it. And I'm going to paint it. And I think it'll look really clean. What I'll do is I'll clean this up really well first. I clean my glass with alcohol. Denatured alcohol works really good if you're going to paint it. Cleans it up so nicely. Okay, so y'all, that's a good idea too, Samantha. I've got some good ideas. So, I'm getting excited now, and I don't know what this is on here. it looks almost like paint was sprayed on here, but I didn't spray. I don't know. Okay, so I got some good ideas. Y'all know how to use dirt. What I was trying to say earlier about using it with molds is it can soften up the look of even black wax. So like if you're using black wax or brown wax, you can use it and you can still soften it up to get this nice soft look instead of a harsher look with, because the wax and the glaze can give a more deep look. And I just wanted it to be just like a shadow, almost like if you're looking at it, you're not sure if there's something on there, although, I mean, this does, but like the drawers, they're just a little bit. But paint all glass black, then transfer. I'm going to have, what I'm going to do? I'm going to have like 4 different colors on here, and then I'll be like, let's see which one looks good, and then go back and figure out. I don't have it. The thing is, I don't have it transfers. I don't have right now. I just don't have any that have small enough flowers on them. They're all big ones. I don't even know what I was thinking getting them, because I can't see myself putting a transfer on a whole piece of furniture. I do a lot of transfers on canvas and smalls and stuff. They do really well. But y'all got me thinking. That's the hardest part of being a creative, is thinking. So the thing is, I'm not a real creative person. I'm more of a doer, like kind of like custom work, tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. I think I've told y'all this before. It's like cooking. I enjoy cooking if I know what I'm cooking. Like, just tell me what you want. I tell my husband all the time, just tell me what you want. If you paint black from behind, from the front, we'll have a white frame. That's true, and I just got lipstick on it. I'm going to use the wax to get it off. Hey, Wendy, you're late. I'm almost done. That's my friend Wendy. She's local. She's quarantined. I haven't seen her in 2 months, but we're going to go to Hobby Lobby soon. See that? This is not even cured this isn't cured or sealed, and I got somehow lipstick on it, which I can't see myself, so I probably have lipstick on my face now, but you see that? It came right off and didn't take the paint off. I'm telling you, Dixie Belle's the bomb. It is. Okay, so I'm going to finish up the dirt tonight, and then I will try and figure out what I'm going to do with it. I almost thought about painting the inside dark. That way my little white bird would show up. But maybe if I paint the glass dark, and then maybe if I painted the glass dark, what do y'all think about this? Paint the glass dark. No, I haven't done that, Sherry. And then you wouldn't be able to see all the junk inside. Like, if you saw the inside of ours, it's scary. You wouldn't be able to see the inside, but it would still be nice and clean and white. And then when you open it up, it would just be black on the back side of it. Opinions about that, please. And then the little white bird would show up really well because it'd be up against the black. I don't know. Wendy, I know you'll have an opinion. So Wendy's late. So I'm just going to show her really quick. For those of you that yes, then the door can be left open, more options. Smart girl. Samantha, I haven't seen you on here before. Are you a new follower, or what? Are you what do they call them, stalker watchers, where you watch but you don't ever talk? Because you're very helpful. You should be talking way more. Okay, so Wendy, we're working on this little door, and we're going to put a bird on it. So we're thinking maybe doing a dark on the back of the glass and a white bird, and then maybe a black bird on the lower shelf, which is over here, or the sides. I know you have an opinion. And I'm on a delay, so my camera, I can't see what y'all see. So for those of you that are just, yeah, this bird, see? See the white bird? A white outline bird? It's a cute bird. I mean, I like it. I love this transfer because I'm not real big on the big flowery stuff. I mean, like I said, I like to do them on canvas and smalls, and I actually don't think I've ever put a flower on a piece of furniture before. Watch and listen. You are great, but felt compelled to talk loud. See? Thank you, Samantha. It's so much more fun when y'all talk to me. Because, lives are not easy, and it doesn't matter how many I do, they don't ever really get easier. And I love it when y'all talk to me. Okay, so the whole piece of the black. So the blackbirds come just like the white ones do. It has like there's two of them though. Because I think I cut one off on the other one. So the black ones would be like this, maybe on the bottom shelf, and then paint the back of the glass black. And then do a small little birdie maybe on this. I was thinking maybe doing a bird on the lower right and maybe the upper left. Something like that. Australia. Woohoo! So what time is it there? Because I'm terrible with, time and geography and all that crap. I homeschooled, but, there's books and stuff for that. What time is it in Australia, and what is your weather like? And do you love it there? Have you always lived there? I'm sure you have a retailer now, or do you retail? Samantha, do you retail? Because I know we have Australia has retailers now. This has been fun. I was hoping to come on earlier, but I was getting paint at my new place and restocking the Premier location. So if you're local and you're watching, you can get your Dixie Belle paint at Antiques for You down Blanding Boulevard in Orange Park, or over at Junk in the Trunk at Fleming Island. I just opened that one on Friday. There's not as much paint there. It's not a Premier, but hopefully if things go well, it'll go Premier. That's what I'm going to give it about 3 months. The first location I gave it 2 years, but since going Premier, things have picked up, and so I'm thinking I'll give it about 3 months. My contract, I think my contract there for, how when you do a booth you get so many months, and then after that it's month to month. I think it's 3 months, so I'll give it 3 months. At the end of those 3 months, I'll decide if I want to go Premier there. I think I probably 7:30 on. So it's tomorrow. Raining, love it here, Aussie girl. It's tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? She's already on Wednesday. That's crazy. 7:53 in the morning. That's awesome. So Sherry, I talked to, actually, okay, this was kind of exciting, y'all. So the vase that I did, I don't have it in here, or I would show, I don't know if there's anybody on here that didn't see the vase, but I'm looking down at the comments to make sure I don't miss anybody. I guess I could bring the phone up here, which would make it easier. So the vase that I did the other day, I used the Would You Bend and the patina paints to redo a clear glass vase, and I posted it to a bunch of different groups, just to get the word out there that you can do this and blah blah blah. Well, Sally Jo from Would You Bend messaged me She private messaged me through Messenger and was telling me what a lovely job I did, and power to the people. I don't know. It was like, you did a good job and you're making us proud or something like that. But it was so nice to get a personal message from the owner of the company. So I did ask her about, oh, you're going to have so much fun, Samantha, opening. Okay, I'll tell you that in just a second, Samantha. I'll tell you how to do that. So, so she messaged me. So since I got, since I had her attention, I asked her about being a retailer because I can get things from Dixie Belle, like everything that I used on that base, I can get from Dixie Belle. If you wanted those same products, but they have like 3,000 different products, and anyway, to buy into them though, it's $750 plus shipping from the UK. And I reached out to a fellow retailer, Wendy Vaughn, who also does sell Would You Bend. And she said there was also like a $50 bank fee or something. So it's quite an investment. So actually, it did, Debbie. It was so nice of her to reach out. I didn't expect it, but the vase did turn out pretty darn pretty. I was impressed with it. And I'm not always impressed with things that I do. But in fact, I'm having a hard time. My husband wants me to sell it, and I don't want to. I could make another one, but why? I have that one. But anyway, so it's a big buy-in. But Wendy Vaughn, she bought a lot. She bought way more than the buy-in. So you have to buy in that amount, and then but you only have to buy it once a year. So you can stay a retailer on their website for 1 year. But every time you purchase, I think it's the same amount. Okay, so like $750 a year is the minimum, which isn't really bad. But I've just went Premier in one location, and I just bought another location, so I really don't have $700. But Wendy did offer to let me buy off some of her product because she got quite a lot. So I think I'm going to do that. I need to reach out to her again. She was supposed to let me know like which ones that she had, but she's very busy. If you guys don't know Wendy Vaughn, she owns Elwyn Cottage. I think she's in Idaho. She has like 5 Premier locations. So I don't know how she does it. I can barely keep up with 2. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about doing, is just kind of purchasing some product from her. I won't be on the Would You Bend retailers page, but I can sell locally, and then followers, if you guys see stuff I'll have it on my website. You could go to the website, and I would just ship straight from my house. So I'm a little excited about that because I do like that product a lot. And it's given me a lot of ideas of things that I can do, not just on like the small things that I've done, but mirrors and canvas and, old pictures. I was just at the thrift store today looking for frames and stuff. But to get back to Samantha's question. Hey, Tina. Hey, girl. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Sherry. So I don't have to put in a big investment, but I can see if it sells. Like transfers, I was not able to sell any transfers locally. And I was glad I didn't get a lot of them. I enjoy using them in pieces like this, but I think that this is just not the area for it. It's a little country here. Tina can probably tell you that. Tina probably, though, you're in Gelinton Creek. Are you in Gelinton Creek, Tina? So she probably doesn't know how country it is over here. We call this the west side of Jacksonville. We're on the west side, so it's a little bit more country. So the transfers, I think if I could do classes regularly with transfers, they would sell better. I think the classes is the key because people are intimidated by them. But getting back, Samantha, are you still here? About starting a retail in Australia, all you need to do is go onto the Dixie Belle website page, and their email is info@dixiebellepaint.com. I don't think you have to put the company. I think it's just info@dixiebellepaint.com. And you can inquire there, but there might be, if you go on the Dixie Belle Paint Company page, there's a link that says Become a Retailer. Just click that link, and it will get you to an application. To become a retailer for Dixie Belle, you have to have either your own brick and mortar or you have to have a booth. You can't just sell out of your home or online. They like to promote small businesses, like brick and mortar businesses, local businesses, and so that's one thing that's required. So you said that you were going to be opening a, let's see, you were going to be opening a shop. Okay, and so you have your own shop, then you can do it. And there, I think there's a distributor in your part of the world that you may end up going through that distributor. I'm not sure exactly. I would think that Suzanne and Dixie Belle would have to approve you, and then you would go through the distributor to get your products, is what I'm thinking. See, Tina says that they sell slow for them also. I definitely think it has to, the transfers are definitely something that people have to see being used, because there's more than one use for them. Like I said, I've only ever used these little birds. I have an antique washstand that my mom left me, and I did the little birds on there with vintage stormy seas. Oh, it looks so pretty. But it's just dainty, you know. But I think that there are other ways to use them, like on canvas and on glass. I know one of the retailers sells tons of them. She does old windows, because they stick really well on the glass. And so she does old windows for classes. So she sells a lot of transfers, and that's, I think, kind of the best way of doing that. It's fun. They're fun to use. I've used them on clay pots, vases, that kind of little things like that. And on canvas, they do really good if you paint, you know, those cheap stretch canvases that you can get at Michael's. You can get like 3 in a pack for hardly anything, especially if you have a coupon. And if you paint those with the Dixie Belle paint, and you can put your transfer right on top of that, and they look really cool on there, because you can actually paint around them and almost make them look hand painted. I know, Samantha, I have gone from my garage to my back patio, and now I'm inside in my middle bedroom, and I swear as soon as my daughter moves out of that room, I'm going to knock that wall down, and I'm going to have 2 rooms. That's what I always say. My husband probably would not let me do that, but if I just so happen to go out into the shed and get a sledgehammer and put a hole in the wall, he might have to let me do it. I always do things when he's at work. I hope he's not watching. I don't think he's watching. So Sherry says, a good friend of mine is working on a shop to open, which some of my furniture will go in there. Then maybe, there you go. That's true, Debbie. Yeah, so you don't have to use the whole transfer. That's the beauty of it. That's what I like to do. I have used them on furniture, on my end tables. So I've done 3 end tables that I've done. The Sunflower Farms, one of my favorite transfers, because to me it's very dainty, and I don't know, it's just pretty. I just like it. But cutting them up in pieces, like this is how I did the birds. Is I cut them up. That's how I use them. And you can layer them. So I have a live video of the end table that I did, and I actually layered the transfers on top of each other, because I was cutting them up for another one, and I didn't like the edge of it. I didn't like the way it looked, so I just laid another transfer on top of that, and it worked perfect. And it actually was kind of cool because it was layered. Wendy says I would. I know Wendy knows me. I'd knock down that wall. The only thing that keeps me from knocking down that wall, and if Jason's still on here, he probably would laugh because he is a man, and I don't know, maybe not. Am I being not racist, but what is it called? Being discriminating against men or against women. But I could knock that wall down with a sledgehammer, but then I would have the problem with the electricity, because there's electricity. I know how to turn off the electricity. I can do all kinds of things. I love to do. I can knock down. I can use a chainsaw, buddy. I've cut down 10s of 20s of trees in my backyard. We have a half an acre, and I've cut down lots of trees. I can use that, but I don't do electricity, and I don't do plumbing. I have put up ceiling fans all by myself. Does that count as electricity? Because if I want to do something and I do it when my husband's at work or sleeping. So I can do that. So if you guys, don't be afraid of doing stuff. If you need a wall knocked down, just turn off the electricity first and make sure there's no plumbing. So there's no plumbing in that wall. I know that because it's just 2 rooms next to each other. But I think that would be really nice to have to cut a large hole in the wall and add sliding bar. Samantha, see, you spend all this time just watching and not speaking, and you're coming up with all these ideas. Barn doors. I mean, I don't plan on selling my house ever, but that might be a way of not having to put the wall back up, right? But putting the wall back up wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I know a lot of people that do construction. My family's in construction, so it'd be really easy to put the wall back up, and it's not that expensive. But my house is paid off. I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon. I'm watching, so I'm on a delay. My aunt teases me about my hands. She says they're very distracting when you're live. Your hands are, you use your hands too much. You're very distracting. Do y'all agree? So because I'm on a delay, I can see myself on this phone after the fact, and I'm seeing all of this. I'm trying. I told my aunt the other day, I'm trying. I'm trying to not use my hands as much. But we've just been sitting here chatting. It's been fun. But I probably should go feed my nephews at 6 o'clock. Their mom should be here soon, and I don't want her to think. I watch my nephews 3 days a week, and I don't want her to think that I'm not taking care of them. But I may or may not have said, I'm going live. If you need anything, just suck it up. No, I didn't really say that. My daughter's in there. I was like, if you need anything, you have to go talk to your cousin. I'll be out in a little while. Passionate people talk with their hands. Ugh. Well, I tell you what, this is a passionate girl. Ask any of my friends. Wendy, are you still here? Tell them. If there's anything that I love, like, you guys, I could talk about this kind of stuff, painting, this kind of stuff all day long. I love it. I love to teach it. I just want to show everybody everything. And it's funny because it's not even that I sell the Dixie Belle. That's not even the thing. Like, I would want to do this even if I didn't sell the paint. That's what's so crazy about it. I always think, well, if I ever stop selling paint, I don't know. I like showing people how to do stuff. Ask Wendy. Wendy, yep, see? So Wendy and I, we were in business together before. She's the one that actually got me into all this. I have always painted my own stuff for years and years and years. Before I even got married, I was painting and creating and putting things together. Not creating. Like I said, I'm not really creative, but if I see it, I can do it. And so I've always done that. And so she asked me one day, why don't you want to start painting furniture? And I was like, sure, why not? So we're no longer partners because life happens. She had to go back to work, and that's just kind of how it went. And then my mom moved in, and then I had to take care of her. And so I'm just kind of just getting back into the swing of things since like August. But this whole live thing took a long time for me to do. And I have a business coach, and she totally pushes the live videos because, I think that it's customer service because you guys get to know me, my personality, and I actually really enjoy getting to know you guys. I wish that we could always, I wish that we could do lives like Zooms all the time, but the live videos really help my business because they reach out to local. So I have like 3 customers that actually found me through live videos. And I think that's really cool because you don't expect that. But the big thing is, and I have my little sign, I'll show y'all before I go. because, I've learned a lot about how Facebook algorithms and all that work. So I'm not supposed to say this on lives because Facebook doesn't like it, but if you don't mind doing this or this. So if you're not following me, please do, because it's fun. You'll get notifications when I go live, and anything new that pops up on my business site, you'll see. But if you do this, then more people will find me. That's what this does. As a small business owner, this is very important because it tells Facebook that people are enjoying the video and they allow more people to see it. They have complete control over it. I mean, there are times when I'll try to go live and I just can't even go live. They have control over it. That's just how it is. But there are ways to boost your reach by doing that. But they want you to do it organically. But most people forget or they don't think about it. So I like to ask. So, see, Samantha found me on lives. That's crazy. I think that's really cool that the people who watch me found just kind of, I have a customer, Jackie. She says, you just popped up in my feed. I'm like, really? That's weird. But it's cool. And hopefully now, because I'm in Florida, so we're opening up pretty quickly. Hopefully we'll be doing some classes soon. And I keep saying that, and I want to. It's just logistics. It's just getting things organized, making sure we have enough room to make sure people aren't too close together. But if I can't get that going, then I'm going to start trying to do some Zoom classes. So any of you guys who want to do Zoom classes, like special techniques or whatever like that, we can discuss that. You can private message me and we can figure it out. And that way we can do one-on-one. We can see each other, work together. Thank you, Tina. I love it. It's fun. I just wish we could, it's hard not having that, back and forth talk, because I know there's a ton of people on here that aren't talking to me. I don't know who they are, but they're here. But for all these people that are jumping on now, we worked on this piece. Here, let me turn you because we're getting ready to pop off. And I can't see. Remember, I'm on a delay, so I can't see. But so we worked on, so if you're just coming on, you need to catch the replay. We worked on using the Easy Peasy wax. This is a great, great product. This product is one of the easiest top coats. If you like wax, you will love this product, okay? A very important thing, you need to shake it really, really well. You'll get the most out of the product if you shake it really, really well. And it dries in 30 minutes, and it cures in 6 hours, guys. 6 hours. I know, Tina. I'm like, all of a sudden, bam. This is what's weird. So for most of this video, I've only had 10 people watching. I had 36 just a minute ago. Now it's dropped down, probably because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything because we've already done all of it. But so use this. You've got to try this. Tina, if you have not tried this product from Dixie Belle, you should try it because it's really good. Now, it is one that has to be reapplied every year, I think, or two. But it's a great product for putting a protection between your paint and any decorative finish that you're doing. Like if you're doing waxes or gilding waxes or glazes, if you don't want it to seep into your paint too quickly, like grab onto it, this is a good barrier between your paint and your whatever decorative wax you're doing, just like we did with the Dixie Dirt here. So we did this. I know, guys. I'm going to have to start. We should do a contest one night. What do y'all think? So if I can get 100 people watching, I would freak out. But, you know, maybe I'll do a giveaway or something if I can get 50. I have never had 50 people on my page ever. What? Did you guys share it? Okay. And then Dixie Dirt. So this is the other product that we used. Dixie Dirt. It gives a very soft shading effect, as you can see. And if you're just popping in, check the replay because I showed you how to use this at the very beginning. And we talked about how we're going to decorate this with transfers and other. You added Dixie Belle? Are y'all a Premier location, Tina? I didn't see y'all on the list. I just checked the page yesterday for retailers because I was thinking of going Premier at Junk in the Trunk. I just started a retail location there, but I didn't see anything in St. Augustine. How long ago did y'all add it? Yes, Camille, it does. Camille said she shared it a bunch. That's probably where all the people came from. Thank you. It's Premier. Is it yours? No, not Premier. Okay. I'm a little bit on a delay here. Is that 32084? Or is that 32008? Is that 86? We're talking about her location. She just got a retail location in St. Augustine. That's great. Congratulations. That's awesome. I just opened my second location, not Premier, but I'm hoping to go Premier. So we used Easy Peasy Wax, which you got to try. Y'all should try this. It took me a long time before I tried this product for whatever reason. It's a clear matte, and it's very smooth. It's like butter. 32080. Okay. What part of St. Augustine is that in? And I used the French tip to do it because it gives it a nice, soft finish. Okay? And tonight I'm going to be working on my doors. And I think we figured out a solution for the clear glass with the ugly back on it. If you want to hear all about this, check the replay. And we're also going to be using pieces off of this transfer. That'll also be at kind of midway in the video if you want to catch the replay for that. And then I have shelves I need to pop in there. And then let me show you guys the top. And this is going to be difficult because I am on a delay, but I'm going to try and show you because I did a faux wood grain on this. Can y'all see this? I did this with the wood graining tool. I'm just waiting on the delay to see if y'all can actually see this. And I apologize if you can't because my computer stopped videotaping for me. I'm waiting to see if y'all can see what I'm doing. But I used my custom brown for this, and I used the Dixie Belle's Voodoo Gel Stain in brown and in white to get this lighter brown color here. And then I did a black wash over the top of it with caviar to get this look. This was fake top. It's like laminate. That's what was on here. You like it? I like it. I should do a video on how to do this technique. I've only done the wood graining tool twice, so I'm not totally comfortable with it. And I like to do my lives organically, so I like to, just like with this Dixie Dirt, showing y'all how to do it. Kind of like if you were doing it here with me. But I was really nervous about doing it live because what if it turned out really bad? But now that I got the hang of it, it's all about, I think the reason why some of the ones I've seen I didn't like was the color choices. It's all about what colors you use, in like dark on light or light on dark. I mean, of course, everybody has their own, preference of color. Some of them, I look at them, I'm like, and then other people are like, that is so beautiful. That's definitely just a preference. But it does make a difference if you want it to look, a little bit more natural. The color preference, I think, makes a big difference. So Samantha, so what I can do is, I don't have a piece to do a wood grain, but I have plenty of wood. I actually have a piece over there I could use. So I could do that. So maybe this week I can do that. I can get a piece of wood. That one's kind of big. I could probably cut it down to maybe a 3x3. Because you want it to be long enough to do the rocking thing. So maybe this much. So maybe I'll do a 3x3. So I will. That's what we'll do one day this week. We'll do a wood graining video on how to do that. I'm also playing around with time. So today I did a 5 o'clock time. It didn't get busy until, hi Cheryl. It didn't get busy until later, so I'm not sure if it was just the sharing or if it was the time. But in the comments, put in what days and times are best for you. I've been working with 4, 6, and 8 p.m. I'm more than willing to do mornings. I prefer it, but I don't think they do as well on lives. But I would love to do like 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. lives would be perfect. I tend to fade during the day. I'm not a night person, and the 8 o'clock lives kill me because it's just so late, and my husband gets home at 7:30, and so he gets home, and then I'm in here doing a live. So 4 and 6 work really well for me too. Debbie eats at 5, and Cheryl doesn't get off until 5. So maybe 6. Maybe I'll start making 6 as my time, okay? And I'm trying to do 3 a week. I think that kind of keeps the momentum going on my Facebook page, because the more engaged you guys are, the better the page will get. The more people that will find me, and the more ideas and stuff that we can do. So I have some things to think about. So I'm thinking 6 o'clock. How's that sound? So tomorrow, I'm going to finish the dirt on here. I'm going to paint the doors the way we talked about. And then tomorrow, maybe I'll pop in and we'll do the transfers, unless I find something else to do. I don't have any more furniture. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. I have a dresser that I got. It is a piece of crap. It is going to need to be stripped. And so I'm going to do a video outside with you guys showing you how I strip furniture. It's going to need some work on it. So it's going to be a series of lives for that sucker. I went to go get, actually it was in St. Augustine. I was at Volano. Okay, Cheryl. So I got this dresser, and it's got a lot of work. So I'm going to be stripping it. So that's something I'll do this week. I've got to check the weather and find out what's a good day to do that. I have to go to the store and get the stripper to use, and some plastic, because I use plastic to do that. But I'll show y'all how to do that and how I clean it up. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. Because I'm thinking it's going to need Dixie Belle mud for some repairs, or maybe some raised stencils. I don't know yet. But, okay, it's getting late. I've kept y'all way too long, but it's been so much fun. I've really enjoyed this live today. I hope you guys did too. I think we all have. Let me grab my computer. I'm very upset that my computer stopped videoing because I couldn't see what was going on the whole time, but I think we managed. Anyway, I will catch y'all tomorrow, okay? So y'all have a lovely evening. Go get some dinner, and I'll check you out tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.